Hey guys, Herblin here with another episode of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. Pretty somber mood this time. Everybody is fairly dead or injured. Quite injured, actually. I was just taking a look through some of the dwarves here, and I mean, this guy, his left leg, upper side is torn open. He may be sick. He may still turn on us. We're not really too sure. And I was actually checking out here as well. One of these people is actually missing a finger as well, so not amazing. I think it was our woodcrafter. Right, third finger on the right hand is gone. And Sinister, our hunter's left leg is torn open. Metalcrafter's fine. The rest of them seem pretty much okay, minus the fact that they're entirely depressed. Not a big surprise at this stage, though. Some of them have seen their spouses or their best friends or, any number of people kind of die on them very recently. So the mood around the fortress has been pretty bad. But we're going to get them back on track. They should be used to it. I mean, this is Dwarf Fortress. Things like this are going to happen. It's really common that you're just going to lose everybody without even realizing it. That's half the fun. That's exactly what the fun of Dwarf Fortress is just dying. So what's happened here? It looks like our masonry workshop or stoneworkers workshop broke open, because there's a lot of stuff on the ground over here. A couple statues. Let's take a look at them. Superior quality limestone statue of Opie spring-suited. Superiorly designed image of Opie spring-suited. The human and Balelo elf by Pig's Tail Sock, who is now dead. Balelo is striking down Opie sun-suited. The artwork relates to the killing of the human Opie sun-suited by the elf Balelo in the sizzling hill of the early autumn 114. So during some battle there. Got a lot of different statues here randomly. Superior quality limestone statue, Xanton wheel tactic. Looks like, again, made by Pigtail Sock. It's now dead, unfortunately. Striking down Exeton wheel tactic. The artwork relates to the spouse of the moon creature, Exeton wheel tactic, by the dwarf Sarvich Tool Beach in the Sizzling Hill 1, 2, 3. Eventually, they may even start building statues in the future about the history that we've had here. The somber history of everybody dying and the were camels coming to kill everybody. I mean, that's big news for these guys. That's something that I would be very surprised if it didn't make some kind of appearance in their history, assuming they survive for the next long enough to build some kind of history books or history carvings, etc. So this guy's carving out a new burial chamber because the old one filled up too quick. And we've got a ton of wood. We've got tons and tons of supplies laying around. We've got people already doing nothing. So let's take a look here at our dwarven jobs here. So we've got our hunter is doing nothing. That's going to be fixed. Woodcrafter is doing nothing, which is very strange, because let's put him on carpentry as well. And make sure this guy is... Do we have a fisher? Oh, our fisher is busy getting beat up by somebody. Oh, okay, he's running a combat drill. And... you know what? This fish cleaner, I'm going to put him on fishing as well, just for now. What's this hunter got going on? See, he has hunting assigned, so hopefully he starts on that soon, and our metal crafter will just leave him to do as he will for now. So that area is getting cleared out pretty quickly. We're going to need people making these caskets out pretty quick, because I don't think we have any extras right now. Let's see, coffins. Where's coffins? Coffins or caskets? I don't remember what they're labeled here. As they are, I've probably gone past them a bunch. Burial receptacles, and I've got 7 by the looks of it. Maybe that's enough. I'm not too sure. Willow casket. Let's have all these dumped in here. Okay, we don't have any more, so we need more. I thought I said that we had 7. Needs coffin. I guess not. Oh well. So we've got our dwarf here. Healy Chardy, our woodcrafter, says, I'm doing fine. Within the last season, she didn't feel anything after seeing intoxicated beard skin rag die. That was their brewer, so I'm surprised that she didn't feel anything. She was shocked at the unexpected death of somebody. She grieved at somebody's death. She felt satisfied at work, pleasure near a fine door. So I guess maybe after all the deaths she's seen, she's kind of lost touch with it. Isn't too affected by it anymore. Just kind of messed up. We gotta assign these for burial now, though. So again, no pets. No pets. Yeah, no pets allowed at this point. And that, yeah, we need to put more in here. More burial receptacles. We don't have enough. We need more. There's just bodies laying all over out front. It's really depressing. How are we doing on animals? What do we got animal-wise going on here? We've got a gosling, a cat, and a cavy. I'm not sure what a cavy is, but we've got it. Is that little bird thing? Oh, that's our gosling. It's probably... no, it's okay. It's not been hurt at all. Cat is fine. And there's our cavy. Oh, cavy pup. A small rodent with no tail. It can be found roaming the grasslands in herds. It has 3 toes on its hind feet. She is average in size. Her hair is black. Her skin is peach, and her eyes are black. It's a weird little pet to have. Everything else is dead. There we go. We got some more caskets. Sign these for burial. Get these filled up. Just get this little whole area filled up with bodies. So we still got people sitting outside unburied. They're still dragging bodies off. Oh man. Some more to be made? Yeah, there is. A couple more caskets that can be made here. And we're gonna need some... oh, we don't need beds, we need doors. After, get working on doors. Close off a bunch of areas. And then... I'm not sure what to do after that. We need migrants. We need to start building up that army again. We need to start building up a force of people to build and really start stockpiling a lot of useful items again. I mean, we're okay on food for now, but we're going to need more as time goes on, and we're going to need more weapons. We're going to need people, and we're going to need people pumping out metals and running the forges and such as well, which we don't have right now. Okay, so he's run out of things to cook. Moo's all out of things to cook, so he's going to be very bored soon. Looks like he's going off to burn some, make some charcoal for us, make some coals, which is great. Make sure all these are being used. Ooh, so these were automatically filled up. And we still got lots to go. Still got so many to go. I'm going to take off door production and just put on full-time casket production. And we'll just pump out a bunch, because I mean, we're going to need them eventually. Might as well fill that room up. Ooh, interrupted by a wild boar. Wonder how that worked out. Where was that? Down here somewhere? Very strange. Not too sure exactly where that happened. I wasn't able to see the miner. So hopefully he got away fine. No. Looks like people are still dragging corpses back. And I wonder what they're going to do with this original were-camel. I don't think they should eat it. It's kind of cool to have laying around as well. Oh, it's a skeleton. And that is Banana Man's right foot. Interesting. Interesting that we'd have that just kind of laying around like that. You know, that's how it goes. Is that the original were-camel? Is that the original beast? Cuts mob? Yeah, I think that was it originally. Cuts mob. It's just a skeleton at this point, so we can't eat it, thankfully. It's covered in blood anyways. Really disgusting. And we are just... we can't build coffins fast enough for these guys. Come on. We need bigger rooms. We need more like just rooms dedicated to coffins. It's awful. It's really terrible. Hopefully our luck starts to turn around and we can get something. Hopefully we don't have any more were-camels or anybody else that's been infected. Because that can happen. That definitely happens all the time. Things like that, they can get rampantly out of control. Especially if you have like a vampire or something in your midst. They'll keep coming back and you're pretty much screwed. Unless somebody sees it and you have a jailmate and you can capture them and punish them and you have, you know, a whole system in place for that. But early on it can really just destroy you. This is all just not blood, just sandpear leaves. Always throws me off when I see all that red lane around the fortress. I keep thinking, wow, like we've suffered a big loss. It must just be just blood soaked all around us right now. But like there, wild boar blood. Wild boar blood. Ginkgo leaves and seeds, so not blood there, but some wild boar blood. Wasn't completely wrong. Do we still have a butcher shop or did that get wrecked? I'm pretty sure it got ruined. Yeah, our butchering shop actually got completely destroyed. Oddly enough. So we're going to need another one of those. Butcher's shop. Put that up in front. Because we still got somebody hunting. And I mean, it's pretty useless for him to go hunting when there's nothing, nowhere for him to work out of, nowhere for him to butcher that meat up. And we're going to need a tanner's workshop as well, somewhere for all that leather to get brought off to. Hopefully we can make that into some armor. Or some useful, super useful materials such as quivers or clothing, etc. Crafting. A lot of times you'll have dwarves that just need to craft something, they really want to build something, and they need leathers for it. They don't have it. And it can make them go into just a freak out frenzy where they go insane and wander around out in the woods because they weren't able to build what they wanted to build necessarily. What are we building over here? Okay, that's our tanner's shop that I just put down. Looks like there's a spear laying on the ground out front. Yeah, an iron spear. Wow, so it had the kill from Banana Man. So cuts mob Junginus the Wanderer, Eversessing the Goblin. I have no idea what that means. So Banana Man actually was the one that take that down with this spear. It's really cool when you find a weapon in this game. You can look at it and kind of get a bit of the history of the weapon, see who's killed what with it. It's kind of interesting. Sometimes you can see some really cool kills, especially if a weapon comes in. Say a kobold attacks you and he drops an old sword he had laying around that he stole from somebody. After you take him down, you can look at that sword and see the varied history of it and go check into the backstory of it through Legends mode in Dwarf Fortress and really take a look at it and see what happened. Sometimes there's some really weird things going on in the background with this game. It's really cool. If you guys have a chance to play this, I definitely recommend taking a look through the Legends mode because you find some really, really odd stuff being generated in the worlds. So we've got a little bit of coal built up, I think. We're going to start melting down some more magnetite as we get our chances to. Because we've got a lot of coke built up here, which is super good fuel. And we've got charcoal as well here. But we don't have a lot of iron right now. So we're going to need more of that. And we're going to need to start making weapons. And maybe even with this bit of downtime that we have, unfortunately, maybe we can make some steel weapons as well. Because we do have all the materials needed to make the pig iron and to make some steel. And it takes a little bit longer, obviously, than doing some iron tools. But making some steel weapons and maybe some base armor would go a long ways. If we made some steel chainmail sets or steel shields as well, might go quite the ways in saving some of these guys. So we don't have a repeat of last time. How's that still doing? Do we have anybody working that right now? No, we don't even have anything to brew, I guess. But we do have our kitchen pumping out fat. Boar tallow, got char biscuits, really good. 3 masterfully prepared char biscuits created by Moo. The ingredients are superiorly minced rainbow trout and superiorly minced char. He's becoming quite the chef. Okay, it looks like our tanner's workshop got set up, and our butcher shop's been doing pretty good. A bunch of stuff has been taken out of a boar. Hopefully we have the people to get that out of there before it starts to rot. So we don't have a lot of guys standing around doing nothing right now to really move things out of there at a reasonable pace. So sometimes if meat's sitting on the ground for too long, it's going to start rotting. It's no good at that point. You can't cook with it. You can't do anything with it. And if it stays in an enclosed area rotting, oftentimes it'll actually start to generate miasma, which is just this gross sickness that comes off of certain things as it begins to rot and turn just disgusting. Can really cause, it can just, yeah, it's just a disgusting mess. So how are these doing? Oh, we accidentally put a bed in there. That's really creepy. I hope nobody ever uses that. We should remove that, but I'm interested to see if anybody actually sleeps in there. Is that a bit weird? Should we take that out? I don't know. I kind of want to see if somebody takes a nap in there, to be honest. So who's in here? There's a partial skeleton of Caracho. Oh, that was just that Draco Slayer. He's still got Sergeant Colin's blood on him. Wow, Draco Slayer's mangled partial skeleton. That's awful. Poor guy. Oh. Okay, intoxicated beer's head. And intoxicated beard. Mangled partial skeleton. So his head was detached, and we found both pieces, attempted to put it as much as we could in there of him. This guy's left hand, Calzone's left hand, his lower left leg, and a partial skeleton. Damn, these guys got mangled. Banana Man's lower right back tooth. His lower right back tooth. What? Got his teeth knocked out, and they're all just sitting in there. We found more of this guy than his teeth, right? Okay, so we got a partial skeleton and a bunch of teeth. That's really creepy. Partial skeleton. We don't have any full skeletons of these poor guys. A left hand and a partial skeleton? Damn. What about these guys over here in the nicer little area? Nicer. Wow, these guys are pretty mangled too. Partial skeletons and all. Pigtail sock. How did he turn out? Upper right arm. Lower right leg. He got dismembered. Partial skeleton all mangled up. What? Right upper arm. Right upper leg. Oh, left hand. And a mangled partial skeleton. That casket's empty. Interesting. Hey, Mr. Pham. He was mostly intact. I guess we got a partial skeleton from him. We didn't get any extra pieces. And Sergeant Colin's partial skeleton. No extra pieces laying around with that guy. No teeth or anything, I guess. Interesting. That is really brutal. I don't understand. Those guys just got shredded apart. They just got, you know, there's pieces of them laying around, like hands and parts of legs and bits of whatever on them. That's just rough. Looks like all these were kind of being used, so maybe there is a couple more. I think we're good on caskets for now. I'm going to take that guy off production. Caskets, because we don't really need any more. Not sure what he could build, though. Maybe some cages, maybe things that we're going to need later on. Let's give him a couple buckets to make we'll need, and a couple cages, and then we'll put them on, I guess, just bins for now. Have them make a bunch of bins for storage. We can always use them. With the amount of wood that we're able to get, I don't see that being a problem, making a bunch of those. How did that butcher's shop turn out? Yeah, we got most of it out of there. Some nervous tissue left in there. Some ivory and bones. Oh, good stuff. Oh man, I just threw a bunch of beds in there. Man, I am an idiot. No, remove that. That's just weird. We don't need all these beds in here. Yeah. Why did I do that? What was I thinking? I must be pushing something that's right close there. Yeah, and next to B. That's my mistake. I'm sorry about that. I'm not just trying to be a mega creep. There we go. There we go. Those are barrier receptacles now. And we can fill those up again. I'll leave the one bed in there just to see if anybody sleeps in there. Because it would be interesting to see. He's just literally picking the bed up, moving it like 2 feet away, and then calling that a job done. Perfect. We got some migrants. Just what we've been waiting for. Hopefully it's... Oh my god, that is a lot of people. That is a shit ton of migrants. That is very welcomed, but at the same time quite overwhelming. Hopefully they don't look too deeply and see that we've just buried a shit ton of dead people. Hopefully we don't have too many dead people laying around still. Last thing we want is just to set these guys off right away. Did they bring pet? Yeah, they brought tons of pets with them too. A rooster, a fowl, a goat, a bunny, and a keet. Interesting. So we've got 19 idlers, 20 idlers now. We've got a lot of people just came into the fortress. Lots of new skills. A beekeeper, a trader, a ranger, a suturer. Oh, cool. That guys can be a doctor. Peasants, animal caretakers, farmers, rangers, mason, jeweler, beekeeper, shearer, spinner, fish cleaner, fisherman, fishery worker, mechanic. Excellent. We need one of those. That's amazing. But I'm going to call the video here for now. We've got quite a bit done. It's been a lot of burying the dead in this video. But we do have a lot of new migrants. I'm going to assign a bunch of tasks and assign jobs to them and kind of go over their skills, probably off camera. Just because that's a lot of me hanging out in Dwarf Therapist and looking through what they have. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like or a comment below. Any kind of support like that, it really means a lot to me. Any of that feedback really keeps me going. If you're really feeling it, subscribe to my channel. I promise to continue putting out content like this. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a great rest of the day. Until next time.